Hey, I'm Nathan Mitchell Walden, your host. What's up? I'm Jason Walden, the co host. And I'm Keith Miller, the other co host. Welcome to the show. Ready to dive into some fun?
Hello, everybody. This is Reviewing Wrestling Pay-Per-Views with your host, Nathan Walden, your host, Keith Miller, and myself, Jason Walden. And today we are checking out the pay-per-view, King of the Ring 2001. So let's get started. First match is Kurt Angle versus Christian. What did you think about this one, Keith?
I mean, Kurt Angle and Christian are two of my favorite wrestlers of all time. The match could have been a little longer, I think, but it was good.
I agree.
They weren't gonna freaking have a bad match, So that's
How about you, Nate? What did you think?
I liked it. I mean, I think a lot of times I'm noticing in that era they would do a mid-core match, even though they can both do a lot better match than what they did.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it still was like mid-core because they were trying to build up for the main event to be better. Like they didn't want to outshine anybody. So
Right.
to me, it was just mid-core because I know them two could have created something just probably the best match of the night if they wanted to.
Something magical. I agree with both of you on that one, with my opinion. They're both great wrestlers. Could have been longer. I mean, they had at least enough time to show their abilities,
Yeah.
What they can do and how good of a how good of a story they can tell in the ring together, which I think was good. But yeah, if it had been longer, at least 5 to 10 minutes more, it'd have been magical.
Yeah.
So I'd have to agree with that. What do you think as far as stars go, Keith?
Oh, like a 3 probably. I mean,
Three?
it's not gonna be lower than that with the two of them. Little,
Oh, I hear you.
a little more than average for sure. But if they had had more time, it would have been even better.
Right. How about you, Nate? What do you give it?
I'd give it a 3 too, just because I know they can do better. I think you put on a 5-star match any night of the day if they wanted to. I think,
Oh
and
yeah.
they just were told not to.
Yeah. I agree with you guys. I couldn't give it anything less than a 3.
Yeah.
So I would go with a 3.5 myself. Just because I know they could do it and I still like seeing them wrestle no matter what.
Yeah.
And then the next one is Edge versus Rhino.
Mm.
What did you think on this one, Nate?
It was again mid-core. They could have done better. I mean, Rhino's okay, but Rhino I think is limited to his abilities in the ring and what he can do. I don't think you're
More
going
of
to
a
get a
bruiser
5-star
guy,
match.
yeah.
You're not going to get a 5-star match out of Rhino, but you're going to get what needs to be done out of Rhino.
Right.
That's what this match was.
Nice. How about you, Keith? What did you think?
Well, I mean, honestly, I kind of disagree on Rhino. I think as far as bigger guys go, he's one of the better wrestlers. He's had some pretty good matches with guys at all different kinds of levels. And again, I really like this match. Rhino and Edge and Christian came up together doing the Michigan and Canada loop. Like they used to ride together. They
Oh
were
yeah.
friends for a really long time, and you could see the chemistry there. You could tell that they were having fun out there working with each other. So
Oh yeah. 'Cause they just knew each other so well.
yeah, yeah,
I had to agree with Keith on this one. I was a Rhino fan. I loved the gore. Like sometimes, you'd be like, "Oh, damn, that had to hurt," and then there'd be days where you'd be like, "Okay, dude, really? Like you didn't even connect. Come on now,
yeah.
you're professional."
I mean, the gore is my favorite version of the spear, just because
Yes.
it hits people with his shoulder. I hate the
Yep.
freaking spear now, where people close on you in the stomach. Like that's not
Yep. And
what is
and they
that?
flip, and now
Yeah,
everybody flips too.
yeah.
Like, okay, that's realistic.
Yeah, it looks terrible, dude.
It
The
does.
new spear is bad.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't dislike Rhino.
Yeah.
I
Right.
just think, I mean, he's not in my top 10 of
10.
I would call a technical wrestler.
Fair.
He wasn't really. He was more of a bruiser, I
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
say. You know,
Like
he's
he'd
a
get in
thick.
there
He
and
was a
he'd
thick
get the
guy.
job
He
done.
was really muscular. So, and really wasn't as tall as the ones back then.
Right. He was built like a little spark plug, man. Like,
Yeah, like a shit
you know.
brick house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
I liked him. He did good matches. I
Yeah.
mean, him and Heath Slater are just amazing together. I don't care what
Yeah, they
anybody
were a good
says.
tag team. Yeah.
Rhino and Heath Slater were tag teams.
They were champs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heath Slater's
I
got
had to
kids,
go
dude.
back and look at that. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
man. Rhino started to help him
Damn.
out because he had kids.
Yeah, they got kids, man.
Oh, that's right. He had 10 kids. And he just got a pool in his trailer.
Yeah, they've tag teamed all over the independent scene now.
Yeah, and they teamed up in TNA too after the WWE thing.
Oh, I
They
did
were a
not know
team
that.
for a while.
Damn. Well, we'll talk about teams. Let's go with one of the greatest in the world.
Kane and
The
Spike
Dudley
Dudley?
boys. The Dudley boys.
Oh, we
And
got
why
to
do
give a
they
star
always
rating
have
for
to?
that.
And why
Oh,
do
I
they
thought you
have
were
to
going to say
pick?
the Bumblebees. I thought you were
What
going to
you
say
said?
the Bumblebees.
The Bumblebees. Mass
No.
confusion. We got to give a
Mass
star
confusion.
rating to Rhino and Edge.
It was. Oh, yeah, we did. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what'd you give it on there, Nathan?
A 3.
3. How about
Yeah,
you,
same.
Keith?
Same.
Same?
Yeah.
I give it a 3. And then yeah, let's talk about the next one.
Okay.
And the next one would be the Dudley boys versus Kane and Spike Dudley. What do you
Match
think
was
on
fun.
this? What do you think
Well-
about this one, Nate?
Well, I mean, I love Spike Dudley and Molly Holly, and
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then Kane. I mean, I don't think they were together very long, but I mean, Kane can work with anybody. Can he not?
Oh,
work-
anybody.
I mean, that man is. I heard Undertaker say once, like, if he was gonna run an organization, his head man would be Kane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he
Kane
understood the
everything
business.
about everything.
He's what makes you a good wrestler is you're good at wrestling politics.
Yeah. He's so unselfish too. Like,
Yeah, he would do anything.
Yep.
Yeah. One of my favorite matches with him was with him and Jericho, and it was the last man standing, 10 seconds, and then
Yeah.
he had pushed the barrels, all the 50-gallon drums on him, and he stuck his arm up. That was one of my favorites. It's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, if his arm's up, his shoulder's not
He's
down,
still
so he's
standing.
still there. How
He's
can he
still
win?
Well, overall, I didn't really care for the match.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't that
Yeah,
great
I
of
was
a
gonna
match.
ask.
I mean, yeah, I didn't care for the match. It was all right, but it was. I mean, it was Spike Dudley and Kane. So against
Yeah.
the
Well, Spike
Dudleys.
Dudley is one of the toughest guys in wrestling, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Pound for pound, maybe.
Yeah. So what'd you think about it then, Keith? Nathan just told us his.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the match was fun. A lot of like they threw Spike around a lot. There was a lot of cool bumps. I thought they kept it moving, which is cool.
Yeah.
A lot of times with the Dudley boys, their matches, I don't know, they don't connect with me, but I felt like they kept it moving and they kept me interested. So I overall liked it. You know, I it wasn't anything super special, but it was a fun match.
Right. Oh, I agree with that. I liked it. I mean, it was fun. It was, everybody's moving around great. They're pulling it off. The storyline, the bigger brothers always pick on the youngest brother.
Yeah.
So it pulls you into that family thing. It's like, okay, listen, I hope
I don't
Spike
know.
wins this. F
Yeah.
you, forget you.
I was always the big
Screw
brother.
the older brothers.
Yeah.
But
I was
yes,
always the
Nathan
big
was the
brother,
older
big
brother. Yeah, he did the
You
bullying.
were little
I have
brother,
an
I was
older
big
brother
brother.
with 6 years difference, and he did the bullying.
Yeah.
That's why his tougher brothers are stronger. You notice
I was the
Spike
older
is
brother. My little brother was a freaking jerk, man. So I think he kind of bullied
yeah,
me more than
the
I
younger
bullied him.
ones. The younger ones can be.
Yeah, my
I
little
used
brother.
my
was-
mom against. I used my mom to get my way with my brother. He'd beat
Yeah.
me up. I'd just tell mom.
My
Nice.
stepbrother was named Nathan.
But
So I had a stepbrother with the exact same name as me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's
that's true.
Nathaniel, but Nathan, the same thing.
Yeah.
So how many
Yeah,
stars would
and
you give it, Keith?
oh,
Sorry,
sorry, go
Nate.
ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I
No, you're
apologize.
fine.
Um,
I just got
how
off
many stars
track.
would you give it, Keith?
Just 3 again. A little over average, fun little match. Not anything,
Right.
spectacular. But if average is 2.5, right? Because that would be right in the middle. So that's how
Yeah.
I'm
Right in the
looking at
middle.
it. So 3, little bit over average.
Right. What do you think, Nate? How many stars
One
you give?
and a half.
1.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hated that match.
wow. That's
Maybe
way
just
under.
below
Way under.
average.
Cool.
I don't know.
And
Maybe I'm a hard ass. I don't know. To me, it was just above average.
Right
well,
on.
we've been into
Average.
wrestling. We've all been into wrestling for so long, pretty much. I mean, since we were children,
Yeah.
in diapers, not out of diapers. It's we get really critical on the way we look at matches because we've seen so many
It's
and we've
funny
been
because
to
I'm the
so
other
many
way. Like
shows.
now that I've watched wrestling for so long, and especially after being in the business and seeing what it takes to make a good wrestling match, I
Yeah.
give people a lot more leeway now.
Yeah,
I'm
see, you
like,
know way more as far as like working with it and doing it. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't have that experience. I can
yeah,
only go by the fan on that one. And then now we got the finals, which would be Kurt Angle versus Edge. Should have been Christian, but hey, who
yeah.
am I? So what'd you think on this
Boo!
one, Nate? Our
Boo!
fourth match, Kurt Angle versus The Edge. Or Edge.
Larry Bird bringing home numerous.
Is that the way you think about it? You don't want to comment?
What was it? How'd you like
It's
that
that
match?
bad he doesn't even want to comment.
Yeah, no comment.
Who'd you ask? I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
Oh, Kurt Angle versus Edge.
Yeah, I
Started
heard
in the
that.
finals with the King of the Ring.
Oh, it was Kurt Angle and Edge. I mean, what more can you say? It was a mid-core match that could have been better.
Man,
Damn.
I give it the same rating. 3.
man.
Okay. Okay.
You know,
How about
Yeah,
you?
I thought
I
it
don't
was a
think
good
we.
match. I
I
thought I thought they worked really well together. I thought they picked it up a little bit from the previous matches. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. It's 2 of the best ever. Again.
I enjoyed it. They are both, like you just said, both the two of the best. And I mean, I thought it was a little bit more than average. I think they did very well within the time limit that they were gave. That they were able to tell a good storyline and plus, a good story in the ring
Yeah.
on both of their toughness and their ability to do what they can do. So what would you give it, Keith?
I'm gonna give it a 4. I thought it was weird that the King of the Ring match was in the middle of the show. I do want to say that. Like even I don't know. I
Yeah,
feel
because
like it's
usually it should be one show for that whole thing. See,
yeah. Yeah.
each match should be part of the show as far as the King of the Ring goes. I never
Yeah.
understood that either. What'd you think,
That's
Nate?
weird.
As far as the match
I don't
goes?
I don't get that either with the King of the Ring. I think every match should be the King of the Ring, like Elimination Chamber. Every match should
Yeah.
be an Elimination Chamber. There's so many different
Every Hell in a
tag
Cell
teams
should
and
be a Hell in a
like
Cell. Yep.
Money in the Bank should be, tag team and the tag team Money in the Bank. It should be everything.
Yeah.
Intercontinental money, all of that. But I
I agree.
mean, like you said, I don't know. I give it a 3.
You give it a 3. And you said, what would you give it, Keith?
I'll give it a
You said
4.
4.
Yeah.
I give it a 4 as well because I liked them both and I thought they did great. Especially
Yeah.
Kurt Angle being Kurt Angle's in my top 10. I
Sure.
mean, the man's already did 2 matches
Yeah,
at
he's about
this
to do a
point.
third one.
You know, and if anybody could do it back then, it's Kurt Angle. I
Yeah.
mean,
Edge
the
did,
man's on a
Edge did 2
legendary status
matches
of
that
his
night
own,
too.
huh?
Didn't Edge do 2? I heard you. Didn't Edge do 2 matches that night too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Has anybody done
And
more than Macho Man at 5?
huh?
5 matches in one night. I don't know.
Yeah. I know Macho
I'm
Man
not
did that in
sure.
WrestleMania 4.
A lot of freaking matches.
Yeah, it is, especially in one night.
Right.
So the next one is Jeff Hardy versus X Pac.
Hmm.
What did you think about this, Nate? Jeff Hardy versus X Pac.
I'm a huge fan of Jeff Hardy, and X Pac is X Pac. I mean, I can't really say nothing spectacular about Six Pack. You know, I mean, he was there to be an antagonistic, and he was an antagonistic. But
Antagonistic.
put him against Jeff Hardy, who really can't run a match, and neither one of them can run a match or call a match. The match was just not great.
What do you think, Keith?
So this is funny because
This is
honestly, I
interesting.
think X Pac is one of the best wrestlers of all time, man. Like the
Really?
kids, yeah, yeah. He's been wrestling since he was like
Really?
14. He's
No, you're
so
right. Yep.
innovative. You know, the matches that he used to have in Texas and all over the Indies with Jerry Lynn were just incredible. Like when they were both young, and I just, man, I think he's super innovative. I think that X
Right.
Pac did a lot for wrestling, especially for guys his size.
Right.
And honestly, looking at his shoots and stuff, especially during this time, I don't think the drugs had really ate his brain up yet. I
Right.
think he's perfectly capable of putting together a good match.
At that time, I get that.
Yeah, and I liked the match, to be honest. Like I thought the match was really good. Like,
Okay.
and I'm not a Jeff Hardy fan, but I think that their
Right.
styles worked really well
I
together.
am.
And I
I'm
think
a
that,
huge Jeff Hardy fan. I just,
yeah,
like I said, I just don't think like them two. I'm not doubting his abilities, but
yeah,
like you put Jeff Hardy with somebody who can call a match,
right,
it's going to be a really good match. You put X Pac, Six Pac with somebody who can really call a match, like Bret Hart, like
yeah,
that match he had with Bret Hart when he was 1, 2, 3 kid. Like
yeah, yeah. It
Bret
was
was
really good.
calling that match. It was
Oh
an
yeah.
amazing match.
Yeah,
I just don't think he has the ability, and Jeff Hardy has the ability to lead a match. So I don't think they. I think it was confusing of what was going to happen and what wasn't going to happen.
Right. See,
yeah. And
I've never been in.
I didn't see that. I thought the match flowed really well,
Oh, okay.
and I thought their styles worked really well together.
Yeah.
So
See, I never was much of a fan of either one, to be honest. I think I've
yeah,
already said that with Jeff Hardy.
yeah,
But to me, X Pac, he had the ability. To me, he just didn't have the ability to tell a good story in the ring.
okay,
Like to me, it was more the movement and the more the flashy moves back then because it was different. And
yeah,
like you said, he was different because he was a cruiserweight.
yeah,
And back then it was the land of giants. So it was hard for you to get anywhere back then, and he had to stand out somehow.
yeah.
Like as the 1, 2, 3 kid, for some reason I enjoyed it, but when he started bouncing back from the NWO to the DX, me personally, it was like he's just riding goat-tails to me.
Oh man, I thought the matches that
You
he had with
know,
Eddie Guerrero and WCW were amazing.
oh, I think
Like,
I've seen
With
one of
Eddie
those. Yeah,
Guerrero, yeah,
yeah,
because Eddie Guerrero calls good matches.
I mean,
that's just
fair, but I don't. I think you got to
right.
give X
So
Pac
what would
something.
you give it then? Keith? As far as five, between 1 to 5,
Oh man, like a 4.5.
four and a
I
half.
thought it was a really good match, man.
I personally, I think I would give it a 3.5
I know.
because of the wrestlers. They do know what they're doing. I just don't care for them too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd give it a 2.5.
2.5. Oh, well, okay. And then the next one, Undertaker versus DDP.
Ah,
Well, can we even call that a match?
Diamond Dallas Page. And what did you think of this match, Nate?
Can we even call it a match? I mean, it was just them beating each other up while his
I mean,
creepy wife kind of sat in the corner like I bet you they got a porn somewhere. I'm just saying, I seen that look on her face. She's recorded it before. Just like that. Probably them two in the hotel later that night with the same camera.
man.
I mean, it just
together,
felt
high
creepy to me.
fiving.
It felt
No.
like Undertaker was a creepy pervert. He didn't look like he was in shape. It was I was
What?
just like, what the heck, Taker?
Are you serious?
You might want to call yourself Mark again because you just look horrible right now.
Wow.
I had to 100% disagree with Nathan on this.
Wow.
I thought it was a fair match. I mean, I liked them both. Undertaker's still one of the greatest, of all time to ever do it at all, hands down to me.
Yeah.
DDP was good. He's one of those guys that got his career started at a late period in time and he blew up.
Mhm.
I mean, I loved him in WCW, you know.
Yeah.
So what do you think about it?
I mean, honestly, I
Undertaker
hated this angle
DDP.
so much, dude.
Yeah.
Turning DDP into a freaking stalker,
Stalker.
like a creepy
But where else could
pervert.
you do with him?
Dude, he could have. Well, what he proposed was to come in as the people's champ and to
Right.
wrestle The Rock to see who was the real people's champ. That would have been way better than I'm stalking the Undertaker's wife and trying to sniff her panties. Like that's the
Yeah.
worst angle.
That is
And then
true.
it
I mean,
turned at
but
the,
blame
and like
Vince
I said, then
McMahon
it
for
turned at
that.
the end,
Yeah, of
and
course.
his
Yeah.
wife was stalking her DDP.
Right. So then she turns it around and
Right.
starts stalking him. It was just a
It's like
weird, gross
what the
thing.
That,
Jerry Flynn must have was that was Vince Russo behind that, wasn't it?
Jerry Flynn?
No, it was
him
Vince
or
Russo behind
McMahon.
that one, wasn't it?
I don't know, man. It
Jerry
was.
I'm
Flynn
just
was
saying
never
that
in
was
the
horrible.
WWE, was he?
I don't think
It would
so.
have been
He
if
was
they would have
just
just
in
had
ECW.
DDP. If they would have had DDP come in as DDP, just come straight out and be like, "Look, Taker, I know you make people famous. Now let's get out here and get this done because I'm
Yeah.
DDP,
Why?
Yep.
and I'm gonna
Yeah.
self
Yep.
high five you because I'm DDP."
Yeah.
You know,
Come
they
and
don't
make me
need to stalk his
famous.
wife. He could have straight called Undertaker out, and that feud would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
So unnecessary. So gross. Like it
I,
just. Yeah. And I
yeah, I
mean, them
agree.
punching each other was fine. I
Right.
mean, they're punching each other a few times,
Yeah.
and then DDP left.
So
He was
what
like,
would you
okay,
give it, Keith?
you
What
know,
would you give it?
dude, one
A one?
for the
Oh,
whole
okay.
presentation, not just the
Okay.
punches, but the whole
Right.
thing, dude. One.
How about you, Nate?
I can't rate it because it wasn't a match.
Yeah.
You gotta rate it.
Just zero.
You got
The-
one.
a non-number,
Zero. Okay.
a
All right.
non-star. It's
I
the
didn't find it.
daylight.
I didn't find it too bad. Means that I liked both of them. I'd give it a 3. I
Okay.
mean, it was a medium.
Right
And
on.
then my favorite match on this card: Shane
The only
McMahon
match
versus
worth
Kurt Angle.
watching.
Bang.
So, what did you think on this one, Nate? Shane
It was
McMahon
the only
versus
match
Kurt
worth
Angle.
watching.
What?
It was the
Wow.
only match worth watching.
Really?
Wow.
No, it was awesome. I love that match. I've always loved that match.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon showed his craziness in that match. Do it
You know
again.
that,
Oh my goodness, bro. Your
Yeah.
dad
right?
is gonna kill me. I bet you he was thinking that.
Well, no,
You
they
see
showed a thing.
blood? Shane was head on his head.
Yeah, there was a video. There's a video where Kurt Angle was talking about that, and
Yeah.
and Vince kept telling the referee to tell him to stop, and Shane's just like, "Go do it. We got to keep doing it." And
Yeah.
Kurt Angle, it's all about the show, so freak it. Let's do it. Let's keep doing it over and over again. And to me, that just shows, even if you grow up with money, doesn't mean you can't go out there and throw one hell of a match,
Well, he
and
wanted to
be
show
brutal about it.
after
Shane
that
McMahon,
match.
he's only had what, 1 or 2 matches that hasn't been extreme,
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm
and he
saying about
invented the coast to coast.
Yeah. Well, Rob Van Dam, I think, used to do that before he did in
yeah,
ECW.
with the
Did he?
chair.
He took it from Rob Van
Oh,
Dam.
okay, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. But
You're right.
still,
My bad.
yeah, that's all good.
So I loved it. It was a great match to me. What did you think, Keith?
I mean, it's an iconic match. Like that spot where Angle suplexes Shane through the King of the Ring.
3.
display
Yeah,
has been shown
display.
so many times. Like it's like, yeah,
Oh,
and it was there's a
because
reason,
you
it
know,
was a great match.
and that's the thing, about that is that at any moment anything could go wrong at a show.
Yeah, yeah,
Because it was meant to give for the first time, not three different times.
What? He
yeah.
threw him
Right.
in the wrong one. He was
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah. He
throw him
ended up
in the
having to
one
take
in
him
the
down to the
middle.
end and throw him through the one on the end. Yeah,
Yeah, and he threw him in the wrong one, but Shane was like, "Oh well, just do it."
yeah,
Yep.
And then he
And
went to
then
go
they
through
were
the
they
other
were
side,
able,
so Shane was just like, "Throw me."
yeah, and then they were able to fight in the back, come back to the ring and fight more.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I mean, you're a special kind of lunatic in your head, dude, if you can do that.
If you don't give that match like a 15-star plus, you don't know wrestling.
Man,
Them
Well,
two
I
put
definitely give it a 5. What would you give it,
they
Keith?
showed you what like old school meet, new school meets,
Can I
like
say
what
it's safe to say five,
hardcore and
five through the
wrestling
whole
together
board?
can be, you know?
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Is it
I'd give it a
safe to say
5.
all of us? Yeah. Okay. So that's
Yeah,
our
I'd give it a
first
5.
5 for the night.
Yeah,
Okay, and I gotta be honest, I didn't really want to watch this match because it's got a wrestler on there I don't like at all.
yeah.
'Cause,
Watching Benoit matches was rough,
yeah, the Benoit
especially like
versus
I got a kid
Jericho
and
versus
stuff.
Stone Cold. I'm not trying to be rude to wrestling or anything, but I don't believe a man that did something that he did deserves to be credited for anything positive.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
So
sorry, I
in
don't mean to get that out there. That's just the way I feel
this
I
about that
agree,
match.
match, we
dude.
just discussed how good Jericho did and how good Stone Cold
Yep.
Steve Austin did.
But what did you
We
Yeah,
think
don't
about
even
that match?
acknowledge that he was in the match. It
yeah.
wasn't a triple threat match. It was a double match.
Right.
He
So what would you
Chris
think
Benoit
about that
didn't get pinned
double match,
anyways. It was
Nate?
Jericho who got pinned.
Yes, he did. Other than that, what do you think?
It was a good match. I mean, it was some great wrestlers involved with the match,
Hmm.
you know. And
But
Yeah.
what?
you put them together who have been, training for a long time together. And, they
Yep.
used to train back in WCW days when they were first getting into it. And
Oh yeah. What do you
Steve
think,
went
Keith?
everywhere. And Jericho did everywhere, so they were great. So, I mean, still was a mid-core match, though. They could have done better. I still would only give it, I don't know, maybe 3.
Wow.
I did like that Booker T came out because back then I was a Booker T fan when he was
Yeah, Booker T.
WCW.
Yeah,
So when he came
Booker T's
out, it was
great.
like, yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't
Booker T's
like him
great.
when he came up with the the 5 time. I did love his King Booker.
Yeah, King Booker
King
was
Booker.
cool with his Nigerian accent.
Yep. Wanna be not.
No. Boo.
So
I
what'd you
only
think about
liked
that match,
him
Keith?
when he was in
So
Harlem
honestly,
Heat.
like, regardless of what he did, Chris Benoit is one of the best wrestlers of all time. Is it hard
Right.
to watch? Of course, it's fucking hard. I mean, sorry. Of
Yeah.
course, it's hard to
No, you're
watch.
good, man.
Of
Yeah,
course,
I
it's hard to
agree.
watch.
I agree.
Chris Jericho, Steve Austin. Steve Austin is probably a top 10 wrestler.
Right.
Uh, especially if you look at his whole body of work. Such a
Oh,
smart guy.
what he did for wrestling.
Yeah, yeah,
What he did for WWE when him and McMahon had that feud that's when they
yeah.
started beating the whole Monday Night Wars. It's like, okay, you want to see the rich guy get his ass whooped? Oh, let's do
Give me a
this.
hell yeah.
This is the perfect character for it,
Yeah, yeah.
And we already know what I think about Jericho
Yeah,
being
he's
my
one of the
favorite
best,
wrestler.
one of the best ever, man. So
You know,
I honestly thought the whole match, I thought it was really good. I thought
you
like that the drama was there. I thought obviously the wrestling
it
was
was a
on
good
point.
match.
Yeah. I
Nathan
love the
said he'd
Booker
give
T
it.
spot. And it's funny because when Booker T came out and interfered, I was like, oh, they're gonna go to the grocery store. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's what I was
yeah.
thinking. I was like, oh,
Oh, I remember that. Yep,
going to the
because that's one
grocery
of the most
store.
famous ones. Yep,
Yeah.
I
Yep.
agree.
Rotten
You gave
Tomatoes
it.
is what I give this match.
Would you give it, Nate?
Rotten Tomatoes. 'Cause
Right,
the grocery
tomatoes. Does that
store
count
had
as a?
Rotten Tomatoes. I don't like Booker T only in Harlem Heat.
Ah,
I I got
They
two
were
lists
awesome.
with the people I don't care about and people that are right, and Jericho's are on one of those. You figure out which one yourself.
Man.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin, I mean, you can't face it. He's one of the probably the third best wrestler from the 80s to the 90s. I mean, when
Oh
it comes
yeah,
in, I mean, not
yeah.
technical. He's the one that,
No, I
if it
mean,
wasn't for him taking over and carrying the business on, it went no further than, I mean, Hogan took it, but he ran with it.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I agree. And I
Yeah.
think his career could have been a lot longer if shit didn't
So
happen.
many injuries. Yeah, the neck and the
You know,
knees. And,
his neck.
yeah.
So what do you think? What would you give it, Keith?
5. I think it was
Give it a
great.
5.
I think the
Nate,
last 2 matches were 5-star. Yeah.
Nate,
I think Nick
what'd you
gave it a
say?
3, didn't he?
A 3?
Yeah, three
Okay.
stars.
Oh, sorry. I myself would give it a 4 because I thought it was good action, good storytelling. Regardless who it is, the match was good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would give it a 4.
Right on.
Excuse me. And is there
I
another
think
match?
that's it.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
we
that's
still got
it.
a lot
The
of
whole 8
time. What time
matches.
are we at right now?
We got to do an overall on it.
What time are we
Oh,
on it
I'm
right
not
now?
sure.
Oh, let me see. We've been going probably about 20 minutes, maybe a little more than that.
Yeah,
That's it.
I mean, we can go through it all and give it an overall rating,
Yeah.
and then if you want, we can discuss WrestleMania.
Okay.
I haven't got to watch WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
The rest
So
of
I
the
guess we
mania.
won't discuss WrestleMania. I guess this will be a short
I gotta
episode.
wait for it to go
Yeah.
back. I gotta wait for it to
That's
go on
okay.
Netflix.
Right on.
That's okay. This will be a short episode.
Yeah.
So we'll
Hey.
just give it our final ratings and
I don't know why it's only
see
been
what you
20
want to
minutes
pick.
though.
Yeah, it's only been about 20 minutes. Wasn't a
Oh
very long pay
wow.
per view, so
Yeah, it was very short.
Yeah. But overall, I'll probably give it a 4. Um, the two last matches I think elevated it a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd have to agree with the whole pay-per-view. I would give it a 4. Nate,
Yeah,
what would you give the whole pay-per-view?
a 4 because I give the Kurt Angle and Shane McMahon match so high regards that
yeah,
it just brings that pay per
Yeah.
view way up.
yeah.
Definitely a 4.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, so I've been thinking about how I want to do this, right? And I think I'm gonna try to find some of the more like rare, weird pay-per-views for us to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
It may
Nice.
not be the best wrestling, but historically, like they're important, and there is good stuff on there.
Yes.
Right.
So I think next week we're gonna watch Super Clash 3 AWA pay-per-view, the only
Okay.
pay-per-view that
Super
AWA ever
Clash
had,
3. Okay.
and a little bit of
Okay.
history on that. The AWA was going out of business, but they still had connections with a bunch of different territories. So
I
they
kind
got
of
Right.
know some little bit about it, but not a whole bunch.
Yeah. So it was their last gasp to try to
Yeah.
make some money and stay alive. So they combined the AWA. It was an AWA show, but they combined with Continental out of Alabama, CWA out of Memphis, World Class out of Texas, and then the AWA. And LPWA. So there was women's represented on there. So the
Right.
5 of them all got together to do a pay per view to kind of try to combat the WWF and stop them from taking over.
Yeah.
It's a really
Yeah.
interesting pay per view, man. It's got Cactus Jack on it when he was
Oh,
super
nice.
young.
And it should be pretty easy to find, like YouTube.
Yeah. I can send you guys a link, no problem.
Okay.
And
The-
next week we're gonna be having a guest.
Oh, cool.
We're gonna be having Chad, Keith's longtime friend and recent
Okay.
friend of mine.
Okay.
On next week. And did any of you guys get a chance to watch the Hulk Hogan documentary?
I don't even care
No.
about the Hulk Hogan documentary, dude.
Yeah, not really. Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I
yeah,
know you probably don't care about it, but I would take a second
yeah,
and I would watch it just because of his last interview. It's his very last interview that they're just now putting out.
yeah.
And I think that like for me, it reminded me of like why I become a Hawkamaniac.
Okay. Is there
And I
anything on there
think
that's going to be
that
new
even
information? Like, is
though
there, you know?
Yeah.
even though like the ending, like where everybody was hating on him and people didn't like him or whatever, I don't care. Like watch this with a new eyes, like and see. To me, it was like I was a Hulk Hogan maniac again.
Okay.
I'm a softie, so I cried a bunch of times. You know what I
Right on.
mean? But I
I mean,
really
I'll
think
watch
that
it.
even if you don't like Hulk Hogan or don't care about him, I think this would review your Hulkamania faith.
Right on. I mean, to me, it's just I don't think I'm going to learn anything from it, so I don't really see the
Well,
point.
yeah,
Just like the
It's
Shawn
probably
Michaels
going to be
one, I
the
don't
same
really.
stuff that we've been hearing.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm going to learn anything from the Shawn Michaels documentary, so I haven't watched it. But
it's going to be the interviews with Hulk Hogan. His last interviews is where you're going to learn stuff
okay, I'll check it out. Why not?
and how he felt and how he was feeling before he died.
Okay.
Right.
And
Right on.
his like what he remorses about and like all the stuff that he felt bad for doing and
Yeah.
like all that
Well, I
stuff,
mean,
you
you
know.
wouldn't feel bad if you didn't do them, though. He did some pretty heinous.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, he was good in front of the camera, kind of a jerk in the back. I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
people are like that. I mean, it's probably where CM Punk gets it.
But like I said, I
He's
can't say
he's
anything
all,
because I
oh,
was
I
a
love the
Hulkamaniac.
people, and then on the
You know what
road,
I
he's a
mean?
he's a prick to him.
Dude, but honestly, if I was CM Punk, I probably would have punched that guy in the face. So he's lucky
See,
all he got was his
I would
camera
have to
knocked out of his hand. You
see, I
know?
would have to disagree with that. I think when you become a
Really?
star, I think when you become a star and you're doing something like this, you should prepare yourself for something like that. To me, because I seen two different angles. The guy, he came up on her, but they could have been a little nicer about it.
Right.
You got to understand that
Are you talking about a
you're a
past
W,
event?
you're a WWE superstar. You are one of the most known people in the world. So, and it's WrestleMania time. So at least understand it. Because I don't think the guy was doing it to stalker. I don't think he was doing it to be rude. I think he was an overexcited fan, and they could have understood that. And CM Punk is attacked wrestling fans back in the day too. He yells at them, rude to them. It's one of the reasons why I
You
don't care for the guy that much.
can be quiet.
I mean,
That's
personally,
playing my part.
personally, I think
You
personally, I think regardless of the situation, like the excitement that you're feeling or whatever, you should be able to read the situation, you know? And I haven't seen the video, so I don't know what was going on. But from what I read, Bailey and AJ Lee were having like a very private moment. And
Well,
this
they were
fan,
at the what it was is they were at the GM Grand, right, or one of them big hotels, and they were
yeah,
coming through the main entrance, and they were going
right,
into a hallway, and a guy seen them. It's not like they were gonna go. They were about to go into their room or go into an elevator. They're just
yeah,
walking. He comes up and hey, hi Bailey, hi Bailey. She pushes him away. Pushes the camera. He backs up a little bit. CM Punk comes over and smacks the phone out of his hand.
interesting.
And that's where I find,
oh
see,
yeah, I've
CM
seen
Punk
that
shouldn't have did
video.
that.
They were in the hallway.
See, CM Punk does that to a lot of people, though. Like back in
Okay,
the day, I remember seeing stuff about him being mean to the fans, going through the terminals or whatever. Hi, CM Punk, and flip off a fan. Come on,
yeah,
dude. That's why, like, to me, I don't find CM Punk that great as a
right.
wrestling fan. Nathan
I don't
loves
find
the
CM
dude.
Punk that great because his kicks are terrible.
I find him, he's bigger in his head than he is in
Did
real
it
life.
hurt Nathan Walden's feelings day?
Right, right.
CM Punk is the best in the world.
at being a
I
bad
mean, if he
wrestler.
went into space and
Oh my
become an
God.
astronaut, he would be the best in the universe. But he's not.
Oh, man. So, but yeah, if all the fan did was say hi, then that's weird.
Yeah, he got close, but he
Yeah.
wasn't like reaching out for her. He wasn't trying to touch on her. He was just excited fan with his phone coming up on her. You
Okay.
know,
See, because what
she
I
could have said
read,
Bailey herself could have handled it different. Been like, hey man, we're tired. We're kind of excited. We're trying to just go off. Could you please leave us alone? But she
right?
didn't. She pushed him away, which in some states is assault.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the guy, it was overzealous. He was excited. I get that. But as an adult, he should have understood too, you know, hey, maybe I shouldn't get so close. But
Yeah.
nobody deserves to be assaulted.
Yeah.
You know, and the guy lost his job over this too.
I heard that. Yeah. See, I'll have
Yeah,
to watch the
so
video. I mean,
yeah, so
I don't know.
not only did he get criticized over social media, now he lost his livelihood. You
Yeah.
know, was all of that really worth all that? I mean, just because he invaded a little space of a professional wrestler on a WrestleMania weekend, the
Yeah.
I
biggest
don't know.
event
Let's
in the
get him on
world?
the show and ask him if it was worth it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get him on
What
the
I
show and be
seen,
like,
he's
was
supposed to
it
be
worth
suing.
it?
What I seen is he's supposed to be suing CM Punk for that. So, to be honest, I hope CM Punk gets what he's got coming to him.
Yeah, he's
You
Yeah.
gonna
can't
get the
just
new
assault
iPhone
people, dude.
46.
He could have called security. He could have did anything except
T-Mobile for
assault
life.
people. You cannot assault people just because they're close to somebody and you feel it's necessary. You know, it's not
Right.
a wrestling ring. You're a superstar for Christ's sakes. You're famous as famous can get. Act like it to me. You know, there's a lot of people out there that deal with it. Look at Shaquille O'Neal. That dude, you never hear nothing about that dude. You know, any random kid can come up, talk to him, whatever, you'll love on him. You know what I mean? So, you know,
What are
it's
we
not
at
only
now?
them, you know, it's other stars too that have to deal with that. Now, if you're creepy and one of the wrestlers are in the bathroom, right, and trying to take a take a leak or something, stay out of the bathroom with your camera, bro. Because there's
Yeah.
I'm
We're at
sorry, I'm
about.
talkative today. Sorry.
No, you're fine. We're at about 40 minutes, but
Okay.
see, so what I read was that Bailey and AJ were having an intimate moment, and
Yeah,
I
they were
didn't.
hugging each other. Yep.
Oh well, that's
They were
way.
hugging each
No,
other.
dude, that's way
Yep.
different. You don't get right
Yeah.
in on somebody hugging somebody else. I agree with
Yeah.
them now. You said they were just walking through the. No, dude, if
No,
they were
no,
hugging
no,
each
they
other, give
were.
them a minute to
No,
freaking
that's what
hug
I
each other,
said. They were
dude.
walking through. They were walking
Yeah,
through and they were hugging each other. They were hugging each other
yeah,
and he came up and talked to him. But it's not
yeah,
like they
dude,
were
give
on
them a
the
minute, dude.
elevator.
No, to me,
They
that's
weren't in
different.
the bathroom. They weren't in the
Yeah, but still, they're
see
clearly.
their star. See, that's how I feel about it though.
Now, I
They're a
disagree with that
superstar.
100%, dude. You got to
You know,
give
can't
people
assault
space for their
somebody
private
though.
moments, no matter who they are.
It
And
wasn't
so think
private
about it
though.
like this, dude.
It wasn't private.
Let's say you're very good friends with someone, okay?
Right.
And you guys just went through this really emotional night, and you
Right.
know that you're probably not going to see them again for a long time because AJ Lee is probably done,
Maybe.
and
Yeah, I don't know.
they're getting ready to go to their room, and you want to say goodbye to them, and you give them a hug to say goodbye, and someone walked up to you and was like, "Jason, Jason, Jason," with a camera in your face, dude. Come
You want
on,
the
man.
honest truth? With
Yeah,
me thinking the way I think, I'm
yeah,
just gonna say, hey man, could you just back up a little bit? I'm not that type of person just to put my hands on somebody.
that's fair, dude.
Okay.
I would be
You
pissed
know,
about it
now
regardless.
like
You
I
know what I
said,
mean?
you gotta hear everything I said though, because like I
Yeah,
said, I agree with him being overzealous.
yeah,
You know, he
yeah,
shouldn't have got up on her that close, but she could have handled it different because she's the professional. You know,
yeah,
you
but
have to act professional all the time. You're on the job.
yeah, but you're also a human being, dude.
Yeah,
And
I
the guy
agree.
who did it is a human being, and he should have enough
But
awareness.
don't
Like,
you think they seen each other at WrestleMania though?
but let's say that guy backed up for a minute and let them
He
hug each other.
did. He did. As soon as
Okay,
she did that, he walked away. And then CM Punk come up and slapped the phone out of his hand.
okay, but that's not what I'm saying. let's say he backed up for a minute and let them finish hugging and let them finish talking, and then came over and was like, Bailey, how, and then
Well, me as a
let's,
person, I would have realized. I'd have been like, oh, okay.
yeah,
I
that's what
kind
I
of
mean.
screwed up a little bit, so I'm going to back up and I'm going to go ahead and take off.
Yeah, it would have been,
But as close as CM Punk was to them, that dude didn't really get a chance to do that. It all happened very quickly.
no, what I'm saying is, you see them, they're hugging. You go, oh, I should give them a minute to hug. And then you come in and go, hey, Bailey, with your
You
camera.
could, yeah.
It would have been
But if
completely
you,
different, dude.
I agree. But if you've never seen, see, I'm trying to look at it at both points of view
Yeah,
because, as a superstar, you don't want to be bugged all the time. But as a
right.
fan, if you've never seen a superstar in your life, and that's the first and only time you're going to see it, like, oh shit,
Yeah,
Bailey, I'm never going to see this again. So he runs up on her a little bit. Like I said, it's not like he grabbed her. He didn't
yeah,
assault her.
dude.
And the way the media portrayed it
Yeah.
was like he walked up and just started grabbing her tits or grabbing her ass or something.
I mean,
They made it look way worse than what it
Hey,
was.
puppies. We call them puppies.
Well, same thing, puppies.
yeah, I mean, I'm all for, like, when you become famous, you give up some of your rights to privacy. Like, I totally believe that.
Now,
But I
if they're in a
also
motel
believe,
room, yeah. Now, if they were in a motel room, and people are knocking on the door, like, get the hell out.
yeah, but they
Or
shouldn't
something
have to
like
go to
that.
a
Get
hotel
straight.
room just to say goodbye to each other.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
or
They
say it
shouldn't.
at yeah, or say it at the show. Prepare yourself for
They
it.
shouldn't have to do that. Like, they wanted to walk and talk to each other and have a conversation and then say goodbye. That's
I
totally a
agree.
human thing. You know what I mean?
To me, when you think about it, who was there really a wrong? I mean, she would. I think they took it wrong, and he should have thought about what he was doing, but she
Yeah.
should have. They should have too.
Yeah, dude. I'm saying it like I said, if I was if a good friend of mine was leaving for a while and I didn't know when I was gonna see him again, and we just had this night and we were having this conversation and I was stopping to say goodbye to them and
Right,
someone ran up to us, I'd be pissed.
right, right. But
I would be pissed, dude.
assaulting them, and then saying they assaulted you.
I
You
mean, I
know,
wouldn't say they assaulted
sympathy, I
me, but I would
guess.
be pissed. But I
You
probably
know,
would, like, at the very least, get
I'm
loud with
not
them.
saying I wouldn't be
You know,
annoyed, but I wouldn't go assaulting people.
yeah.
You
I don't
know,
know, dude.
because the walk away could do both things. She could have walked away, he could have walked away. And
Right,
then when he tried to walk away, he got assaulted.
but it was his initial actions that caused the whole thing. If he had
Yes,
just
to an
given them a
extent,
minute to
yes.
say goodbye to each other, that's all
Yeah,
he had to do was recognize the
And
right.
if we
situation.
want, we could
You
probably
know,
continue discussing this on the next episode because we're coming up on to an hour. And we could probably discuss
Hey,
stuff
we
like
had to
this all
discuss
night
something, right?
because
right
we
on.
love wrestling and we're wrestling fans and we've been, watching wrestling a very long time. So
Hey, as long as
sometimes when we
everybody
get to
knows never to
discussing
take it personal.
conflict,
Yeah,
we
and I
can get
think
to
Jason and
going
I both
on and on.
got our points across, so that's all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 It's not
So
about
I
getting mad
think
at each other or
we should
anything. It's
let
about
Oh no,
Jason.
dude, we
discussing.
disagree on but
That's
it's
wrestling.
yeah.
Yep.
You
So we
know.
should let
Hey,
Jason
we
close up
ain't
the
soccer
show.
fans. We don't have to fight.
Yeah.
All right. We'll let Jason close up the show.
Right on.
And what pay per view are we watching again next week?
Super Clash 3.
Super Class 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I will try to remember that.
Right
Well,
on.
everybody, we appreciate you for tuning in to reviewing wrestling pay-per-views with your host, Keith Miller, Nathan Walden, and myself, Jason Walden. You have a wonderful day. Keep watching wrestling.
Right on, right on.